and check in down in the bottom corner. We're going to start, as you can see, on the floor. So if you have a blanket, go ahead and get on your blanket. I'm seeing hearts floating up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So today we're going to be on the floor probably a good share of the time, working on core, abdominals. Back is part of that, so it'll be a lot of the lower back and hips. So I think, and we'll probably end with a nice deep stretch into the hips, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be pigeon pose. So get yourselves pretty loosened up during the warm-up part. So go ahead and take a seat. I'll get the music going. And we shall begin. Little jazzy yoga. My favorite, my new favorite, soft, jazzy yoga music. All right. So close your eyes. Root those tailbones into the earth. Drop your chin to your chest. Your shoulders drift away from your ears. Let that tailbone deep, deep, deep root itself down into Mother Earth. And just like my introductory picture this morning, bring up all the good things that Mother Earth has to offer. When you put names to them, it can be health, happiness, safety, gratitude, love, peace. We could go on and on. And just bring all that up into our body. And just let it go to the top of our head, to the tips of our fingers, to the tips of our toes. Just breathe it all in. As we breathe, taking that breath in through the nose, down to the very bottom of our lungs. Feel your ribcage expand to the outsides of your body. Feel your ribcage expand, and with that inhalation, let it contract. And then very gently, take your right ear towards your right shoulder. And let's take our right hand and place it gently on that left shoulder. If we're carrying any stress or tension, a lot of times it's in our neck and upper back. So just let that stress release. Take your chin back to your chest. Take a deep breath. Let that head get even heavier. And then let left ear just roll over that left shoulder. Take your left hand, gently place it. Don't have to push down. Just the weight of your hand adds enough stretch from that ear down your neck into that shoulder. Release. Take your chin back to your chest. Head is heavy. Then slowly open your eyes. Start to lengthen and stack those vertebrae in the spine as you come up. Take the crown of your head and lift it up toward the sky. Then look over your right shoulder. Drop your chin down toward your shoulder. Feel that stretch down the left side of your neck? More stress and tension. Deep breaths. Then bring your head up. Bring it back to center. Look over your left shoulder. Same thing. Drop your chin towards your shoulder. Feel it coming down the right side of your neck now. Bring that head up, bring it back to center. Now, take that chin forward and let's gently look up. Keep that spine tall here. Try not to sink into those hips. Feel that stretch from sternum up to your chin. And then release and look down. Bring that head back up. Take your hands out to the side. Fingertips with cup palms. Remember, that's the safe way. Without putting any undue stress onto those wrists. I want to start by sliding this right arm out. Bringing this left arm straight up. Just start straight up toward the sky. Feel that stretch coming out of that left hip. If we've been sitting for any length of time, you're going to feel this. And then if you can, if you have nothing going on with those cervical vertebrae, go ahead and turn and look up your arm into the palm of your hand. Adding that stretch again, sternum to chin. Now, I want you to slide out even more, but try to keep this left hip grounded, and let's go into a seated crescent. Ooh, now feel that stretch. Can you turn and look up at the palm of your hand again? Now release and look down at your right knee. Let that head release again. In that body, just warmed up. Bring that hand down. Just gently slide it out. Take that right arm straight up to the sky. Straight up. Reach out of that hip. I want you to feel it all the way down here. Then see if you can look up at the palm of your hand. Now slide out even more and take it over into a crescent, seated crescent pose. Deepening into the stretch. You're going to feel it. See if you can turn and look up at the palm of your hand again. Release and look down at your left knee. Deep breathing. Inhale, exhale that arm down. Let's bring our hands to heart center into prayer. Let's do a little chest expansion. Open up that rib cage. So we're going to bring those arms out, palms toward the ceiling, toward the sky. Take it out and draw them back. Open up that chest. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Bring your hands back to heart center. Let's add the breath here and turn it into a little flow. Inhale out. Exhale back. Inhale out. Exhale back. And inhale out. and exhale back. Pay attention to that breath. It takes the mind away from everything else. Inhale out. Exhale back. All right. Okay. Let's come up onto our knees. Do a little back and core work. Let's slide that blanket aside. Make sure your hands and wrists are directly under your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. And keep those elbows nice and straight and strong. Fingers are spread wide, and those middle fingers are pointed right toward the top of your mat. Go up into your cat back stretch. Tuck your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone under. Feel that stretch in that upper back. Take a deep breath here. Take another one. And then just drop that navel toward the mat. Lift your hips toward the sky. Press up to those arms again. Now here comes that stretch again. Sternum to chin and look forward. Tuck your toes under here. Add some stretch across the bottoms of those feet. Then return your spine to neutral. Let's work these two poses using the breath. Inhale, here in neutral. Exhale, cat. Nice long exhale. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And one more time, take it back up to cat. Drop it down into cow. Take those toes. Let's sit back into our first child pose. Just press yourself back. Press down, press through your hands. Try and sit as deep onto your lower legs as you can. So we're thinking here about the stretch to the thigh, to the knee. And then let that ribcage just go down, rest, drop onto your forearms. And you start by stacking your hands and resting your forehead on your stacked hands. Take a deep breath. Press those lungs against your thighs. Take about 3 breaths. And then we're going to flatten our hands and stack them and bring our forehead down to our hands. Go a little deeper into your child pose. Now take some deep breaths, pressing those lungs against your thighs. Now let's take those arms out. Kind of walk your fingers forward as far as you can. Feel that stretch coming down your sides. See if you can get your tip of your nose and your forehead to the mat. Stretch out that body. Tailbones drawing back. And then come back up. Okay. Make sure those knees are still under the hips. And this is important because a lot of times I'll see people when we do this next pose is that their knees come in further and they lose their balance. Don't want to lose your balance here. So keep those knees out wide under those hips, hands and wrists. All right. We're going to start with our right hand, left leg, and we're going to take it up and we're going to hold. Point your toe here. Thumb towards the ceiling. Just hold and balance and breathe. Imagine you're looking at a spot between your thumbs to help keep you balanced, to help keep that head in alignment with the spine. You are working abdominals and lower back here. along with the glutes. Bring it down. Left arm, right leg, take it up. Hold, balance, point that toe. Stretch those fingertips forward, thumbs toward the ceiling. Keeping that head in alignment with your spine. Breathe. Bring it down. All right. So now let's add the breath to this. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Hold. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Hold. Exhale, down. Let's go back. Right arm, left leg. Hold. Exhale, down. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, up. Hold. Exhale, down. Back to the right side. Inhale, up. Hold. Exhale, down. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, up. Hold. Exhale, down. All right. Now take your knees all the way out to the edges of your mat for gentle camel pose. And come up on your knees. We're going to take our fists and just press our hips forward a little bit. See, just a little bit of movement. Shoulders rolled back and down. And now we're going to add that stretch, sternum to chin again. Come forward, look up. Take a deep breath and start to lean back, stretching the entire front of your body from knees to neck. Nice deep breath. Each time you inhale, feel your heart lift toward the sky. Now, we're going to release, keeping our knees out wide. Sit back once again over those lower legs. Bring your forehead to the mat, tip of your nose, and take your arms back. Let your shoulders drop. Wide leg child pose. This is a really comfortable pose. And then we're going to just slide down onto our bellies on the mat. Into gentle cobra. So bring your legs together so your feet touch, your legs touch. You've kind of created a mermaid tail behind you. Squeeze those glutes. Fingers are spread wide again. Elbows are directly under those shoulders. We're going to press up into that gentle camel and move forward. Now we're setting a static contraction into our lower backs. This is making those muscles contract around that lower back. And static contractions makes those muscles grow stronger. So just hold and breathe. Think about pressing your belly into the mat with each breath. I think about 5 breaths here. And then we're going to release and relax those muscles by bringing our bodies down, resting our forehead on our stacked hands. All right, next challenge. We haven't done this in a while. We're going to go up into a forearm plank. And let's start by holding it 8 breaths today. And let's make those breaths nice and long. Maybe a hold in the middle. So tuck your toes under. Come on up. You want to be flat like a plank. You don't want to be up here. So really accentuate that lower back. Come down. Press those heels away. Contract those thighs. Squeeze your glutes. Press up through your upper arms. And begin your breath. Deep inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Check in with that body. And inhale. And exhale. I know if you haven't done this in a while, this is getting hard. Inhale again. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come on down. Once again, rest your forehead on your hands. Let that back have a rest. I want you to turn onto your right side. And we're going to start with side plank, but we're going to do it using a wide stance. So one foot, our top leg, the foot is over the top and back. So you've got a nice wide base underneath you. Since we haven't done this in a while, go ahead and use your hand here. That's one variation. Make sure your elbow is under your shoulder. And you're going to come up, and you're keeping that rib cage up. You can place your hand on your hip or your hand up toward the sky. Hold and breathe. Then release down, and let's switch sides. I'm going to turn myself around so that I am facing you. So again, now top leg toward the front of the mat, bottom leg, so you have a nice wide base, elbow under the shoulder. And again, if you have to hold yourself up to keep that rib cage up, do that. Your hand can be hip or up toward the sky. This is working core also. Oblique abdominals. Legs are strong. Come down. And turn yourself around and relax for a moment. That lower back is getting a workout. So let's press back into child pose and give it a stretch. So sit back again. Whatever way works for you. I want you to stretch out your body. And then come on up. And let's turn ourselves around. Sit with your feet together into butterfly. See if you can bring your heels in a little closer to your body today. Hang on to those ankles or feet. Just let those knees drop over. Go ahead and flutter them a little bit. Check in with how your hips are feeling. Let's release our right leg out straight and keep our left foot tucked in. You may need a block for under your knee. Go ahead and get it. You also need your strap. We're going to take that strap and place it around our right foot. More toward the heel than the ball of the foot. And then lengthen that spine and sit up straight. You can almost feel that chest expansion happening. Should be able to feel that chest expansion happening. The lift, take a deep breath. Looking forward out over your toes, keeping a flat back. Come forward. Let the breath take you deeper into the pose. Now, tuck your chin to your chest. Take the crown of your head and press it towards your toes, as if you were taking your nose to your knee. And release and roll up. We're going to change sides. So left leg extends, right foot comes in. And again, you can have it here at the inner thigh, the knee, or the calf. This is the only time that putting your foot against your knee is okay because you're not putting pressure on it. When we're standing, that's not a good thing to do. So never try and put that foot at your knee. You need that block under the right knee. Go ahead. Strap around the left foot, more toward the heel than the ball of the foot. And again, lengthen that spine, sit tall. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, hinge forward again. This left foot should be flexed, supporting and grounding the back of that left leg down into the earth. Breathe. Now drop your chin to your chest, take the crown of your head, press it toward your toes. Tuck the navel to spine, release and roll up. Okay, let's extend both legs out long. Strap around both feet. Just stretching that lower back that we just worked so hard. Sit up tall, open up that chest, take a deep breath, and you hinge forward. You can walk your hands down that strap. I know some of you can actually let go and take a hold of your toes. Drop your chin to your chest, take a deep breath, draw the crown of your head towards your toes. Tuck navel to spine, release and roll up. We're going to go down on our backs now. Make sure that you have your block and your strap with you. And we're going to loosen up those hips. So let's start by taking knees to chest. Hands halfway down from the knees and just tuck those legs in. Nice and deep. Gives that lower back a nice stretch. As you breathe in this position, in this pose, as you exhale, press your lower back into the mat. Helps you to go into a deeper stretch. And then we're going to release our right leg down long. Take our left knee out to the side. It looks like I'm pressing it, I'm not. My hand is just resting there, just like we did on our shoulder. It's a little just added weight. And try and keep that knee at waist height. Hold and breathe. Then we're going to bring that knee back. And I'm going to take this right hip, tuck it under my left, and bring this knee now across my body. This left shoulder is going to stay grounded on the ground. My arm's going to go out to the side. Just keep it grounded. And Just very gently let that right hand now, added weight, stretch, help stretch across the back, lower back. Use your breath here. Remember, breath is so important. It helps the stretch. You can feel on the exhalation what happens. And then gently release. Untuck those hips, come back to center, knees to chest. And I want you to rock side to side and feel that left side of your back. Feels a little flatter, doesn't it? Now extend that left leg out long. And we're just going to take this knee up toward our right shoulder. Just hold it there for a moment, take a breath. Flex that left foot. And then very gently drop this knee out. Again, I'm not pressing down. That's just as far as my knee can go, so don't force it here. Bring that knee back to center. Tuck your left hip under your right. Right arm goes out to the side, keeping that right shoulder grounded, and draw this right knee over the left hip. For me, this is the tighter side, so I can really, really feel this. My lower back really needs it on this side. Gently come back to center, untuck those hips again. Knees to chest, rock side to side. See how that feels? You should feel a little flatter as you rock across that lower back. So we're headed for this, what we want. Okay. So now, let's get our block. We're going to do our pelvic release. So put your feet together so they touch, and then place this block alongside between your legs. Press into it. We want to stabilize the upper part of our spine, so we're going to press our upper arms into the earth to stabilize that upper body, and then just rock gently side to side. With the block the wide way, you're going to be able to get the most rotation in those hips. So just take it slow, we're not in any hurry, and just rock 10 times. I'm on 6. This is 8. 9. And last one, 10. All right, now we're going to take that block and we're going to take it the shortest way, the thinnest way, and place it between our legs. Press into it. Stabilize that upper body. Now you're not going to get as much rotation in those hips, so don't try. Don't let those hips lift because you think you have to take those legs to the ground. You do not. Just rock back and forth. This is 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And then just set that block aside. Get your strap. We're going to take this strap, put it around our legs, now our legs, and cross it. And then pull your legs tight together. Now, rotation's even less than before, because you're going to keep pulling it. Don't worry about stabilizing that upper body. Just keep pulling those legs together and begin your 10. And you're not going to go as far as you did the last 2 times. This is 2. 3. I try and do this every day, and it's made such a difference. This is 4. 5. 7. 8. Keep pulling that strap, keeping those upper legs together. This is 9. And last one, 10. And then just take that strap and set it aside. We're going to use it in just a moment. All right, so now I want you, with your palms facing the sky, arms down in a downward V. Keep those feet together and come up into your bridge. Make sure you've got a block close by. So now we've released the spine off the ground. And now we're going to work just the cervical vertebrae of our spine and see if we can get them loosened up. So you're going to take your head side to side, gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take your block, place it under your tailbone so that your pelvis can just rest on the flat side of that block. We're going to bring our knees in and our legs straight up to the sky. This should feel really good. So you're taking all that blood, bringing it down your body, up to your head. Just enjoy it for a moment. Let those feet kind of just drift toward the top of your head. Just focus on breath here. Then bend your knees, bring your feet back to the floor, and now we're going to extend them out, resting on our heels. And then all of a sudden we've created a great stretch in those hip flexors. You kind of tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. And just take some nice deep breaths down into that belly. Let that belly rise and fall. I like to do about 5 breaths here. And then we're going to bring our feet back onto the ground. Come back up and take those legs up one more time for a nice little relaxing end to our pelvic release. And bring those feet back to the mat. Lift up, take that block, set it aside. And then roll that spine down. Take your legs out long, point your toes. Take your arms overhead and stretch out that body. Oh, our body loves this stretch. And bring your knees back to your chest. Now, we're going to do windshield wipers. So we're going to take our heels, place them at the outside edges of our mat. Toes off the ground. So you're on your heels, toes are off the ground. Arms are out to the side, palms down. Keeps your shoulders grounded. Drop your knees to the left. Just hold it there and breathe. So if you can start to feel where this stretch is about to go to. Come to center. Feet are still off the ground, heels on. Drop your knees to the right. Come back to center. We're going to drop those knees back to the left. Now this time we're going to take our left foot, place it on our right thigh, which brings it down. It's that, just like putting your hand on your shoulder. You're going to add to this stretch and start to feel it come down your side, down the outside of that leg. Take this right arm up over your head and add even more to the stretch. Breathe. Bring that arm back out to the side. Release that left foot. Come back to center. And now let's drop those knees to the right. Right foot on the left thigh. Left arm goes up over your head. I can really feel this through my midsection. Great midsection stretch. Release that arm back out to the side. Release that right foot. Come back to center. Let's bring our knees to our chest and out toward our shoulders. Rock side to side. Let that back have a little fun. Let's bring those legs up. Happy baby. See if you can reach up with index and middle finger. Grab a hold of those big toes. Take those knees out to the outside edges. And rock. If you like, you can take those legs straight up. Oh, and give them a stretch. We're going to put the bottoms of our feet together, drop into our reclining butterfly for an inner thigh stretch, a hip opener, before we go to our pigeon pose. Bring those knees together. We're going to roll onto our right side. And back over onto our stomach. As a matter of fact, come up onto all fours. And have a block ready, because in pigeon, especially if you haven't done it for a while, you may want to put a block under a hip. So have a block ready. So the first thing we're going to do is walk our hands forward, tuck our toes under, and go up into downward facing dog. Bring your feet together so that there's about a fist width in between. Release your ankles. Press the earth away with your hands. So if you're here, press back. Feel that stretch up the back of those legs. Bicycle. One movement, one breath. Inhale, press, exhale, press. Nice and slow. All right, come back to your down dog. We're going to take our right leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, look out under your right arm and open up that hip. Then bring that knee up to the back of your right wrist. And imagine you have a clock, big clock underneath you, and your knees over at 2 o'clock, and your toes are over at 8 o'clock, across the mat. We're gonna uncurl those left toes and slide back. Here's where you might want that block. You're gonna set it under that right hip, so it has a little support, especially if you haven't done this in a while. Then you bring your hands directly under your shoulders, fingertips, cup palms, and press up, locked out elbows. Look behind you, make sure that pigeon tail is straight behind you. Look up. Take some deep breaths. And then keeping that stretch, sternum to chin, come down onto your forearms. And this may be as far as you go. Your hip's going to tell you here, that right hip. Here you can stack your hands and rest. Or if you feel more flexible today, you can walk your hands out and just lay your entire body down. Then come back up onto those forearms. We're going to bring those hands back under the shoulders. Press up into your pigeon. Look up. Then walk your hands forward. You've got that block. Set it aside. Tuck those left toes under. Because you're going to take this right leg up, back up into the sky, and it's going to feel like it's gone to sleep. Take it back up and you're going to shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. And wake it up. And then go back into your down dog and bicycle your legs. Well, we have 2 sides. Time for that left leg up into the air, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee and look out under your left arm. Open up the hip. Then you bring this left knee to the back of the left wrist. Now your knee's over at 10 o'clock and your toes are across the mat at 4. Uncurl that right leg, slide back. Come up. Look back, make sure it's directly behind you. If you need the block, just set it there. So you've got some support. Press up and look forward. And then keeping that stretch, sternum to chin, come down onto your forearms. See how that side is feeling. You can stack your fists here. Breathe into that hip, or you can walk your arms out and lay your body down. And come back up. Back into your pigeon. Press up. Look forward. Then release. Set that block aside. Walk your hands forward. Tuck those right toes under. Take that left leg up into the air and shake it out. Just shake, 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 shake. And come back into your down dog. Bicycle your legs. Come down onto your knees. Sit into whatever kind of child pose you want right now. And rest and recover. Those hips should feel pretty loosened up. And then come on up. Let's turn ourselves around. And we're gonna go back down on our backs, knees to chest. Take those legs out long, arms overhead, stretch out again. Great class. Your body should feel really opened up. You feel like you've worked your core, those abdominals, that lower back, the hips. Should feel great today. All right, bring your arms back down to your sides, palms facing the sky. And we're going to do a little release of the spine. So dig those heels into your mat and start to take those toes up and down, back and forth. Get that whole body rocking up and down. Get that head involved. Just think about that spinal cord. Just give it a little exercise. Blood flowing. Your body should really like this. And then when you've had just about enough, just let those feet flop open. Take a deep breath, let the back of that body just melt into that mat. See if you can feel all the places that the back of your body has touched that mat. Can you feel the blood tingling in those fingertips? Your fingers are softly curved. And the heat and energy swirling around in the palms of your hands. Start to feel the breath slow down. The body melting into your mat. I want you to bring your knees to your chest. Roll onto your right side and back up into potted palm. Close your eyes, tuck your chin to your chest. Check in with your body, check in with your breath. Just keeping your eyes closed. Let's end with a little meditation. Let's put our hands to heart center and say to ourselves, I am safe. I am happy. I am healthy. I will live my life with ease. And then let's add someone that we really, really love, that's close to us. And again, say, I wish you to be safe. I wish you happiness. Wish you to be healthy. May you live your life with ease. And then let's widen that to someone that you know. Maybe you can't put a name to them. Just the first person that pops into your head. And again say, may you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your life with ease. And then let's widen that even more. And let's take it to the entire city. Maybe you're standing on top of the Galt House, overlooking the city from east to west and north to south. And say, may you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live your lives with ease. Namaste. My spirit honors all of you. Thank you for coming to class today. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. Bring your hands through heart center. See you next Tuesday. Have a great day.